Hey everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. So today, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. We're doing another Marc Jacobs palette. I can't help myself, you all. And this one just, it called to me. It just called to me. And it's this beautiful palette. Look at this. Oh, is it not gorgeous? Gorgeous. I could just stare at the packaging. Okay, so this is what the inside looks like. Now, to be fair, this palette looks this shade almost like a Pat McGrath, or maybe put like this shade, and that shade, something like that. Even it almost reminds me of a Pat McGrath palette. I can't put my finger on it, but it reminds me. Now, the other thing that I absolutely love today is my lip. You all. Okay, so I applied this here. Burn Notice, I believe is what it's called. Yes. It's like a lip pencil type thing. Like this. Then, just in the middle of the lip, I applied this lip gloss here in Electric Lights 372, I believe. This one. And look at the shine just in the middle of the lip. Like, I love it. I just love it. But let's go ahead and get started because I'm stuck on these palettes and I don't know what to do because I know I'm just going to keep going through them and then I'm going to not know what to do when, you know, I'm all done, you know. This one is called 800 Flamboyant. And it's Flam and then Boy and then Ant. Cute. So the first shade we're going to go into is Extra Venganza. Venganza. Extra Venganza. And it's this shade right here. And I do like this palette because this particular one, well, I mean, they're all kind of the same, but this one you do have a little bit of Lord have mercy on my soul. I can't even speak today. Variety. I'll get it out. Because you have this green that I'm applying right now. It's like a army, well, is it army though? It's like a gray, brown green maybe. I don't know. But it does have a green tint to it, right? And it would go so pretty with so many of these shades even. Like, you could build this shade up. I didn't because I'm using it as a crease shade. So I'm going in very light with it, in a sense. More like a shadowy color. But you could build it to the, you know, to be this shade. And I like that. But yet, the fact that it does build, it just gives you so much variety. I don't know why I want to say a certain word instead of variety. I keep wanting to say something else. I don't know why. But anywho. And the palette's just so easy to use. So easy. We're going to take that same shade. Take it along the lower lash line. And like, well, really, it's not just this palette. I've looked at them all. I've opened them all up, and I've played with, what, 3 now? This is my 4th one now, I guess. I played with quite a few of them, and I've looked at them all, and really, they're all, like, they got good variety. I don't know why I want to say, never mind, I'm not even going to say what I want to say, but they all got good variety. I'm having issues, you all. And this word is now on my mind and I can't get it out of my head. It's like a song. Okay, anyway. And like, they're just easy to use and you can see the color stories come to life in your head. And like someone like me where I'm not a makeup artist, it's hard for me to sometimes, you know, envision the color story. But these are set up in a way that's just so easy to see it and go different ways with them. And the shadows are just so easy to use. Like, it's crazy. Now, the last one had a chunky shade in it, and I don't know if it's always been chunky. Because we do need to remember, these palettes are old. Past expiration for sure, but I'm still using them because they are still applying great. But these particular metallics in here are very much smooth. Smooth to touch, smooth to apply, no issues, no fallout, no nothing. So that is awesome. The next shade we're going to go into is For Your Life. And there's only 2 matte colors. These 2 right here, the 2 I'm using. So it does give you, I mean, this pretty much will set up your eye. And then the rest of the colors are there to, you know, whatever you want. And I like that about it. Or you can just go in with that green and use this, even this brown, as a liner if you want. You know, it's just really whatever you want to do with your look. And that's what I like about it. But I don't know. I really am just loving on these palettes. And here's the thing. This is a brand that's went out of business that I knew I liked. Now, I liked, like I said, Makeup Geek, I know, but I didn't get into it till they were pretty much done. Had I known they were that good, like really bought the shadows, I would have continued, you know, I would have been purchasing all along. But I didn't. This one, which I'm glad I did get them in the end, you know, since it did shut down. But this brand I always purchased. Every time they had a launch, pretty much, it seemed I was, you know, purchasing it. Because I knew what I was getting. And then they go and shut down on me. And I don't think they're coming back. Or I think they would have already, in my opinion. Could be wrong. But I really wish they come back because I need them and I want them in my life. Alright, so we got that color on and we got the previous color on. We're just going to go back in and blend. And really there's not that much blending to do with these colors. They do it themselves, to be honest with you, but you know, for just whatever, I'm going in and blending them. And I've been playing with this brush. I miss this brush. I knew I loved this brush. This crease brush by Marc Jacobs. It's amazing. Okay, now we're going to go into the shade You Slay, which is this one right here. And I'm going to put it in the beginning of my lid. I think this palette spoke to me because of the shirt I'm wearing today. I won't lie. But when I opened it, I was like, yes, please. And you can see how well this is just going on. It's applying nice and smooth. I didn't put anything down. So it's a much better shadow than the one I worked with yesterday. That was crumbly. But I think it was meant to be. So I'm not really like harping on that one. It's just I didn't know. Or at least I assume it's meant to be like that. And I just didn't know. I was wanting it to be something like this in a sense. Where did I put my little... I've lost my towel. Oh, there it is. I got it. We're going to wipe that brush off. And now we're going to go into the color right beside it, which is called On the Runway. And it's like this brown shade right here. And I'm just going to put it in the outer portion of the lid. Because I do want that brown to stick around, you know. I don't know if it's, yeah, it's a brown. It's like a, but this palette can definitely be neutral. You can use that brown to just, you know, do your crease, and then darken it up to give you definition, and then put this all over the lid, and then this in your inner corner even. Like, this, so many possibilities. Because I thought about it, I was like, now what because I've been really paying attention to these shadows. Because, you know, I'm curious, is there a place for this brand, you know? Or does nobody remember? Does nobody care? Because if that's the case, you know, then I wouldn't want any company to go under. So it's like, okay, maybe you got out while the getting was good type of thing, you know? And that's cool. But I think there's still a place. Personally. But that's just my personal opinion. Now we're going to go into this serving up shade, which is this gold. And I'm barely touching it. And we're going to put it in the inner corner. And when I did that, I realized that it's a little bit too dark for my skin tone. Even though I do like it a lot, it ended up being just a little bit too dark for me. So I then decided to go into the shade Hey Girl Hey, which is this one right here. Picked it up a little bit and then just sort of tapped over top of that to like mix them, just to lighten it up a little bit so that it would fit better in my inner corner in a sense, you know? And it worked, thank goodness. Because I was worried that it wouldn't work, but it did, and I'm glad for that. Okay. Okay. And then I took why do I always lose my brushes? Oh, there it is. We're going to take that dark For Your Life shade again, this one right here, and I'm going to put it right up on the lower lash line. I ain't going to line the top this time, because I've realized it just takes me too long to do this. Because I'm just so slow. At lining. And you all have better things to do with your time than to have to sit here and watch me struggle lining, you know? Even if you may have the same issue as me, even. But nobody wants to. I know you got better things to do, you know? So, I did that. And then I used every shade but one in this palette, which is this one here. And it is beautiful though, but I don't know. I just hate the fact that you can't purchase these palettes anymore. Like, it's not fair. It's not fair. But then again, life's not fair, is it? No, it's not. Alright, then I went in for the top lashes. Of course, I'm using the Marc Jacobs mascara for the top ones. I've decided I'm just going to use this mascara and run it out now that I've opened it, you know? But it sucks because I'm starting to enjoy it, and I'm like, not good. But, on the other note, I do have a couple of these. So I'm assuming as long as I don't open them, they should stay good, I hope. Because no air's gotten into them. I'm sure they won't stay good forever, but... And I even like the packaging on this, to be honest. I think it's cute, the little stripes. But I do like the way this makes my lashes look too, so... I'm kind of glad I'm remembering how good these things were. Sometimes you forget, you know, you get into the new and... Or even the not maybe new, just whatever you're using at this time, and it's like, oh, it's your all-time favorite, and you forget, you know, previous things that you've used that you've adored. And this is one. Of the brands that I just completely forgot about, you know. But that doesn't mean they weren't good, and they're not good. Lancome for the bottom lashes. And then for the waterline, I grabbed the Marc Jacobs Highliner Matte Gel Eye Crayon in Earthquake to line my waterline. And we all know those were good. You know, people are trying to find dupes to that to this day, you know. And some come close, but I don't believe that any of them are dupes. And here's my thing with dupes. I don't think anything can be a dupe. It can be close, but it can't be exact because the formulas, to me, can't be exact, right? Because that'd be a copy-in then. I don't know. I think things can definitely be really, really close. And it may even seem to the naked eye, but... which is fine, because, you know, who else is getting up with a microscope and, you know, examining stuff. But I just don't, you know, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about dupes. On one hand, I like them. On another hand, I'm not so sure. You know what I mean? Like, duping a mascara, okay. Duping a lipstick, okay, maybe even. But these are things that I'm not that big of a fan of. And I think that's why I don't care. Where an eyeshadow palette, I love eyeshadow, you know? So I don't think it's fair to take somebody else's idea and dupe it. But again, that's me personally, you know what I mean? So, but I mean, but then I do think that things should be fair. So, I don't know. I'm kind of like up and down with it. It's crazy. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So this is the final look using the Flamboyant palette. And again, this is what it looks like. And I am just so adoring these shadows, for real. I am so glad my granddaughter picked this brand out for me to do because I forgot about it. I really did. And there's so much from this brand that I liked. I mean, eyeshadow. Sure. Eyeliners. Absolutely. But then things that, like, you know... truly forgot about, like the lipsticks, the lip gloss. I knew I liked the bronzers and the blush, like that wasn't a surprise either. The foundation, I like it. The concealer, okay, not my favorite, not by no means, but it's okay, right? So nothing from this brand do I feel is horrible, you know. I found these dewdrops. I used them again today. Love these. I really like those. I can't put my finger on it, but it, again, it reminds me of something For the face, I ended up using, for bronzer and blush, I think it was this one. Yes. This here, which is 250 Tantalize. I used the bronzer and the blush today for my cheeks. Now these were not a hit when they came out, but I personally like them. So, I mean, maybe not I like the highlighters, but I don't get the color stories in them. I'll give everybody that. But like the bronzers are good because the bronzers are his bronzers, Tantalize and Tantalize and what was the other one? Tantastic. So, I mean, like, there's just so much. I just didn't even think about that I missed. Again, bronzers and blush I knew because of the fact that I have them. I'm using them. I kind of forgot about the eyeshadows. Like, if you would have said Marc Jacobs, I would have said they have good eyeshadows, you know. But I forgot that I had them. The lip glosses, lipsticks, and the, I don't know what you would call this. Like, the lipsticks. What's this? A bullet lipstick and a lipstick, since it's actually a stick. I don't know. Anyway, I forgot about, you know, and the lip glosses I completely forgot about, but yet I know I love them. Marc Jacobs and Pat McGrath lip glosses are my favorite, you know, so those are two that I forgot about. It's just crazy, and time just flies by, and you just, and well, that's life, I guess, in a nutshell. But anyway, that's all I have for you today. I'll stop rambling. Again, I may not be here for a while due to that I will be helping my son start to move into his house. We have to put a new roof on it. We gotta peel off wallpaper. Fun times, I hear, for that one. Steamer and all. We gotta rent a steamer for that one. Hopefully, wallpaper comes down easily. Then paint, new floors. So it's gonna be a job for sure. So, but I'm hoping to still fit in something, but maybe not 6 days a week. Okay. But I will try to do something, especially if anything new comes out, because like I did just buy the Pat McGrath stuff and I haven't received it yet, so I can't even do a review on that. And I did buy the Melt palette that just released, and I don't know why, because me and Melt don't get along. We just don't. But I bought it. For what reason? I couldn't tell you. I couldn't help myself, though. Couldn't help myself. But that's all I have for you today. I'll see you tomorrow in another video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all that you're notified when I upload. I upload every day but Sunday. And I will see you tomorrow in another video. Probably with Marc Jacobs. But until then, stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.